how do you address those skeptics?
Well, the skeptics and all the people have a little bit of... Let me do this again.
Oh, it's live, pal.
Sorry.
We are bringing you part 2 of the roundtable live recording session we did with Slayin It listeners in Orlando at Fanboy Expo. This is the second part of our first interview with you. You are front and center. You are what keeps Buffy alive. We're slaying it. Slaying it.
Slaying it.
Slaying it.
Slaying it.
Slaying it with you.
With them. I mean, you.
Part
Get
2.
it. Part two. Again.
Woohoo. Woohoo.
Ooh sounds.
Ooh, ooh, boop, boop, be doo. Boop, boop, be doo.
The timing's not that great, but we'll get it next time. Whoa.
Part 2.
Slayin It with Juliet Landau is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
My name's Leanna.
Awesome. And where are you from, Leanna?
I'm from Clearwater, but I live here.
Oh, awesome. So we came to you.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
That's
Very convenient.
Yay. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
It's
I
great.
made it myself.
Oh my God. It's incredible.
I made the willow jacket.
Oh yeah, you guys, that was fun today on the photo op. We made you kneel down on the
My knees are fine.
on the ground. Good. So what would you say is your favorite Buffy episode?
I'm going to go with the crowd and say Once More with Feeling because I am a music theater kid.
Ooh.
But I'm also a big fan of Doppelgangland.
Oh, that's a good one too. And what does Buffy mean to you?
I watched Buffy the summer before my freshman year of high school. I watched the whole series in one summer. I feel like it taught me how to be the person that I am. I mean, Willow, Rosenberg, and Tara McClay are like the reason that I'm comfortable being like out and queer, and Buffy as a whole is the reason that I feel like I'm comfortable being like a woman in society. So that's cool.
That is amazing. That's amazing. Wow. If you had to have a tattoo, what would the tattoo be that you would pick?
I don't know if I have a quote that I would get tattooed, but I really want to get the Class Protector Umbrella Award tattooed on my arm.
That's great. Do you have a Drusilla impression?
I wish, but I don't.
No. What about another character?
When I said I was a theater kid, I'm not that kind of theater kid.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I don't have one.
Okay, there's no pressure. I just was wondering. You did say theater kid, so I was like, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much. That's amazing.
Hi, I'm Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi. Wow, this feels a lot like group therapy. It's really nice. I'm from.
What do you want to talk about today? No, I'm just kidding. What's been on your mind this week? No.
Girl, that's a mouthful. We ain't got time for that.
So where are you from? I hear a little bit of a southern. Is that
really?
right?
I'm
No?
from Palm Coast, Florida.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
between San Augustine and Daytona,
All right.
East Coast, yeah.
Awesome. How long did it take you to get here?
Hour and a half. I came from somewhere else. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what is your favorite Buffy episode?
There are a lot of Buffy episodes. I rotate through them regularly. I love referring to a lot of them as like gateway episodes, and I'll revisit those ones a lot. Ones with like very minimal spoilers that anyone can get into. And I watch those a lot because I share them with a lot of people to try to get them into Buffy. So I have a little more of a community myself. I also rotate depending on what I'm going through. Not to overshare, but I have lost a lot of my support system lately, and I've been revisiting Becoming Part 2.
Oh.
So the season finale of season 2, and when Angel is standing over Buffy and knocks her weapon across the room, he says, "No friends, no weapon, no hope. Take that away and what's left." And she clasps the sword in her hands, and she says, "Me." Mm-hmm. And I think that is absolutely so empowering because it doesn't matter what you take away from me, I'm still standing.
Wow. So powerful. Thank you for sharing that. I think, please join us on the Slayin It journey. I think you will love the community, especially if you said you haven't had some of your communities fallen away. Like, it's a very interactive community with the podcast. People are sharing this stuff that resonates with them, and we're talking with everybody, and we'd love, to be on the journey with you.
Thank you.
All of this. If you had to get a tattoo, what would it, well, you have some tattoos.
Yes, I actually do have a Buffy tattoo. So this is, okay, so I'm a huge nerd. I have a Pokemon crossover sleeve. So because Pokemon was my first love, Buffy is my second. But this is a crossover between a Pokemon named Gardevoir and Buffy in her dress in the episode Homecoming. So it means a lot to me because this was the first episode I had ever watched. And at first watch, I was like, I watched like halfway through a rerun and I was like, she drowned? That is so dumb. Like I literally watched her get bit. So I was like really confused with rewatching it. I just really fell in love with the show and it meant so much to me. And seeing someone so small and people overestimate her constantly. Like she has so much power and it's just this normal girl imbued with like so much power to overcome like her demons and everyday challenges. And I think it's absolutely incredible to watch.
Oh. Do you have a Drusilla impression?
Okay, brace yourself. All right. I can feel it ringing all over.
I love it. That's perfect. I'm ringing all over.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you did that great. I love
Thank
it.
you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's awesome. We had so much fun shooting that whole sequence in the shop and everything. It was just really, really fun. And it was funny because I remember I said to a friend of mine, I don't know, I was feeling a little shy today. I'm not sure that whatever. And then when she saw the episode, she's like, if that's shy. It's like, I'm not sure I channeled Drew all the way. And she's like, I think you did. So thank you so much.
Thank
that's
you.
amazing.
Hi, I'm Lydia.
Hi, Lydia. So where are you from, Lydia?
I'm from Sarasota, but I currently live near Ocala.
Amazing. And so what would be your go-to favorite Buffy episode?
That's like the impossible question right now. Something Blue is sticking in my head. I always love that one. It's like a Thanksgiving, revisit every year. And I'll send my mom like pictures of like, you made a bear, undo it. Things like that. So
That's great.
There's just too many good ones.
Would that be the dialogue that you would have tattooed?
Right, that would be a good one. I don't know. There's just too many. Like so many Xander lines too. I feel like he gets left out a lot.
So
Like,
many funny
right?
lines,
Like party in my eye socket and everyone's invited. Like, so, but yeah, there are.
That could be a really cool tattoo.
Right?
Yeah.
So many of them.
What has Buffy meant to you?
Angel's what I started with.
Oh,
Just
okay.
accidentally flicking through the channels and, David Boreanaz comes out shirtless. You're like, oh, hold up. What's this? And then I saw Charisma and was like, oh, this is that Buffy spinoff. And I'd never watched it and just got super into it. My best friend at the time was like, I've been telling you to watch it. You should watch it. So we had like VHSs with it taped, with all the commercials, everything. So trying to watch it on VHS and would tape it every week.
You still have that tape. Frank would pay good money for something like that.
It's so funny to see the quality now
original
of the
commercials?
VHS and yeah.
Oh, with the commercials now,
that's the
it
best.
is too funny. Yeah, when you guys include the clips like that, I'm like, oh, the WB voice and all that. Did you ever figure that out? who
We
that
have.
was?
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's coming up. So we've had a whole mystery about who, and before it's Giles, who is the voice. But
The
we
voice,
got
yes.
we had some fans have given us some of the info. So
cool.
yeah.
But I totally went off ADHD. What it means to me, but yeah, comfort, learning, how people react to things, and just that example of you can be strong, like how it ends, and everybody's a Slayer. That was such a big like, oh, okay, that's neat, your potential and the ultimate girl power. But it wasn't ever cheesy. A lot of times stuff would come off that way. You're like, oh yeah, that's patronizing in a way. But I never felt like Buffy was. It was always believable and yeah.
And all the deeper themes, like it's so well integrated that it also doesn't feel like it's shoving you into a mess. It just is.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have a Drusilla impression?
I'm naming all the stars, but I've named them all the same name, and there's terrible confusion.
Perfect. Yes. I love it. That's so awesome.
Hi, my name is Crystal, and I'm a Buffaholic.
Hello, Crystal.
Thank you.
How many times have you seen the show?
When I was talking to Yvonne earlier, I told her like about 8 to 10. That could be a little conservative. I don't know, but I've I've watched the whole thing so many times. But I originally watched Angel, like several
that's
of us have.
Amazing, because that isn't as usual as how many people have actually started that way.
Yeah. And then I remember really being touched by I Will Remember You. So seeing their chemistry in that episode was like the fuel to send me over to watch Buffy from the beginning. And I fell in love. And then I just kept watching it over and over again for infinity. Like just kept watching it. So, but Hush is my favorite Buffy.
Yeah, it's such an incredible, incredible episode. It's so well done. And if you had to have a tattoo, it wouldn't be from Hush, obviously, if it's dialogue, but which do you think it would be?
I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately because I haven't had my first tattoo yet. So we've been tattoo shopping.
Oh my gosh.
my first one is, I was planning on it being Buffy anyway.
Oh my gosh, that's a perfect question then.
Yeah, and this is actually my first con too.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What do you think so far?
It's amazing.
You're on stage at a con on a podcast that's going worldwide. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty darn amazing. And I wouldn't be here without my boyfriend. He's awesome. We actually just finished a rewatch together.
Oh, wow.
So it was his first time watching all the way through. And,
you brought him to the dark side.
I did. And he loves it. He loves all of you. It's a beautiful thing.
I suggest you rewatch it again with us.
Oh, absolutely. I've already started.
Right? Yay.
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm hard selling.
Yay. So what are you thinking the tattoo?
So I want to get Gur Arg on the tip of my finger.
Oh my God.
So I can do like Amber Benson and go Gur Arg.
That's great. I love it.
They always have those at Buffy sing-alongs. They always give you the finger puppet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's perfect. So good. Do you have a Drusilla impression?
You've been a bad girl, Miss Edith. That was a horrible accent.
No, it wasn't horrible. It was great.
I loved it.
I loved it. You need to stab the eyes. Miss Edith. Perfect. I loved it. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Ari.
Hi, Ari. Thank you so much for being here. Where are you from?
I actually just live about 15 minutes down the road.
Oh my gosh, that's
so we're in
convenient.
Orlando.
That's great. Oh my gosh,
This is
wonderful.
the local hour we're doing.
What does Buffy mean to you?
I started watching it when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I was just in a place where I did not have a lot of guidance available to me at the time. The lessons and the just the general beautiful storytelling resonated with me so much. And I always think, whenever I think about a value that I have, occasionally when I think back, it came from Buffy. So it really was really formative for me. And then, as Leanna said as well, that was just the first queer representation I had ever seen in my life, in my entire life. And for a long time, that was the only queer representation that existed.
Well, and it also was done so, it was just like, this is it, and it's natural, and we're not making a big thing of it. It just is like, this is a natural thing. And it was just depicted in that way that I think was so powerful and important.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it felt...
Pop quiz. When did Tara and Will first kiss?
The body.
I knew they'd get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And today I was looking over just at all of you and then at Amber Benson, and I was just thinking, when I first started watching that, how alone I felt and how much the world has changed, and my own personal community has changed. And it means so much to me to see how far things and how far I've come as well.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Meant a lot.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
So what episode would you pick as your episode?
I love the ones that everyone has said so far. So I'm going to go with my favorite current one is Tabula Rasa.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Just for the emotional whiplash. Oh, I just love it. Hilarious and heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things with the writing too, is that it takes you it plumbs the depths, and then has such humor, and then it's scary. And then, you go through every single emotion in the show. And it's so masterfully, it's almost like a roller coaster. Like, it takes you on all of to all those different places. And what would be the tattoo that you would get?
The tattoo, it's an angel lion. I may even say it wrong, so I probably shouldn't get it tattooed yet. But
That's
angel,
a better story, though.
Right, exactly. At one point he says, so we don't always fight to win, we fight because things are worth fighting for. And I love the thought that you shouldn't get through difficult things because you're necessarily going to win and come out on top. Mm-hmm. It's just because you're worth the effort.
Fight.
That it takes to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have a Drusilla impression?
I'm not going to do an impression, but I do love the line, because I'm going to leave that to you. But I do love the line, I can't wait to tell my friends they don't have a rock this big. That was
That's
Spike.
I was
I'm
like,
so
I don't
sorry.
say that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It was, okay. Then
That's okay.
I
love that line though.
Yes. Sorry. But I love all of your lines. I always just found you so riveting to
indelible
watch.
That you can remember. No,
I know.
I'm teasing
now
you.
I'm panicking.
No, I'm totally teasing you. I love that line too, though. It's funny. Yeah. It's great. Spike. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Misty.
Hi, Misty. And where are you from?
I'm originally from Aurora, Colorado, but I moved down to Sarasota.
Oh, okay. How long have you been in Sarasota?
Couple of years. First, I moved to Wesley Chapel for work, and then we moved to Sarasota for work. So transferred. I work for Southwest Airlines.
Oh, okay. Do you get to travel a lot?
I tried to, but with my daughter and everything, it's kind of hard. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What would be your go-to favorite episode?
It's actually Angel, and I can't remember exactly the name of the episode, but it's the one where Angel becomes human for a day. Yeah, and Buffy comes to visit, and
It's I Will Remember You, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we just talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they finally get to be, human and together, because I'm a big David fan. And it's just unfortunate that, they can't be together forever. So it makes me sad. But it was just they get that final perfect happiness, because I'm a big sap for romance and everything.
Oh my God, there's no time. That line destroys me.
Yeah, there's no time. And then they're just...
Thanks, Frank.
It's just that forbidden love thing. It just gets to me.
Yeah. What has Buffy meant to you?
I started watching it in high school when I was 14. I became a severe asthmatic when I was 13. So I went through a huge rough time. I was in and out in the hospital all the time. So it meant a lot to me to just go through all that time. It was tough. So Buffy meant a lot to me because, it was just... So Buffy was just always my go-to, and then I discovered Angel because I was a big David fan. Right. I actually followed David's career a lot.
I think you may have mentioned that.
Yeah, I love David, obviously.
Once or 14 times. No, just kidding.
But I followed his career a lot too. So just
really, because maybe you're a David fan.
Yeah, David fan. But I love Buffy and. Watched it like a million bazillion times. So,
if you had to guesstimate, how many would you say? Would you be able to pick a number?
I would watch Buffy continuously. So, yeah.
So you think you might be up to the 1,000? That
yeah.
And if you had to have dialogue, a tattoo, what would it be?
I may be love's bitch, but at least I'm man enough to admit it.
That's great. And do you have a Drusilla impression?
I'm going to be a mummy.
I'm going to be a mummy.
Yes.
I love it. That's great. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I've been hooked on Buffy since I was 13.
We need to go, hello, Chelsea.
Thank you.
And so how many times do you think you've seen it all the way through?
I think I've watched it about once a year, which seems to be a theme. So maybe somewhere between 25 to 30 times, realistically.
Amazing. And do you start at the beginning and watch everything chronological order? And
I have to.
Yeah.
I absolutely have to. Although sometimes I do just watch the musical because you have to.
Because you have to. And do you know all the lyrics?
I probably do, but I'm not going to.
No, I'm not going to. Don't worry. I was just asking. I wasn't going to ask.
1, 2, 3.
And 1, 2, here, cue the music. And what's your favorite episode, do you think?
I kind of think a lot of ones that were said, but I love it when Faith comes out of the coma and just comes and wreaks havoc everywhere. But the same with Drew and Julie Benz. Sorry. When they come into Los Angeles, like you said, wreak havoc. I was thinking that in my head, and you said the words. I'm like,
oh, that's wild.
Okay. I love it when things get flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite episodes.
Yeah. It's fun too. I mean, there's so much of the stuff within the show where you subvert expectations of where you think something's going. And then, and also to have us team up, it's pretty dangerous to have us on the loose.
It's so
just doing whatever we want. We were actually hoping that storyline, we were so excited about it that we were hoping that would continue a rampage for a while, that we'd get to kind of do more of that before we tame down a bit. But
As our segment where we talk about my idea for a Thelma and Louise style road trip movie.
We did do that, yeah.
Come up yet?
I don't think
it hasn't come out yet. No, it has not aired yet. We're definitely, that's no spoilers. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that you at least went over to Buffy for one episode, and you outlived everybody, basically.
I did. I'm still undead. I'm still undead.
Yes.
I got to,
Congrats.
I did. Actually, that was crazy. Great. And then in terms of a line that you would have tattooed?
I mean, I was going to go with Ger Arg, but I would also go with Bored Now.
Bored Now, that's a good one.
I'm surprised that hasn't come up yet.
I know. That's good. All right, awesome. Okay.
Hello, I'm Brandy.
And where are you from, Brandy?
I am from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Awesome. And so what has Buffy meant to you?
Everything. I began watching it when it was airing on TV. I had just graduated high school and had a horrible high school. So watching some of the topics that would go through some of the episodes, I could resonate with some of it.
High school is hell.
High school is hell. It really is, whether you're on the hell mouth or not.
Right.
I was able to just soak in everything and realize that I'm not the only one going through these things. When they're using topics in TV shows, it's for a reason. It's people, these are the things that are going on with people. You're always seeing male heroes. To see a female, especially a young female heroine, come out of it and just kick all kinds of ass. It was just amazing. And it really felt empowering to be a female for once. And in the 90s, it was hard to do that.
Right.
And it really felt good. And then when they had the whole Willow and Tara, it really helped. Just representation on television, on actual primetime television was huge, and it helped you feel welcomed and understood.
What would be your go-to episode?
I mean, I definitely love Once More with Feeling and Hush. I mean, those are obvious ones. When I want to go for comedy, I go for Beer Bad.
And if you had to have a tattoo, what would it be?
I've actually been thinking about it because I've got tattoos, and my next one is going to be a Buffy one. Gur-Arg is something that I've always, even just through the years when no one else knew what I was saying, every time I'm like, Gur-Arg. But I also want to get the Buffy B with a stake through it, and then have Mr. Pointy tattooed on there.
That'll be awesome. Okay, do you have a Drusilla impression?
Well, I was going to do I'm going to be a mommy. And or just even from that same episode, be like, uh-oh, Daddy's here.
That's great. I love it. Oh, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi, I'm from Texas. So I guess, do I talk about what Buffy means to me?
Sure, please do.
Great.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I mean, I think for me, Buffy was sort of that sense of community. I think I've started to use it as like that little tidbit that kind of gets you a friend. So even today, like at work, I got to tell everybody that I was coming here. And I found out one of my clients is a Buffy fan. And so I feel like it's just this wonderful way to learn a little tidbit about a person that lets you know, like, oh, okay, we have something in common. I don't know. A lot of you guys have talked about like the depth of the characters. And like, I think the care that goes into the storytelling, I think it isn't just like this form of entertainment, but it starts to become really pervasive. So I think what Buffy was for me is like, I don't remember a time when I didn't know about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, it just feels like it is your life. Right. And so I think choosing a favorite episode, like, it's not really about that. Like, the whole concept is like, well, what's your flavor today? I don't know.
Okay, so for today, what mood are you in? What would your episode be today?
It would be all the funny ones because it's so high energy today. So it would be like a Something Blue or a Tabula Rasa or a Beer Bad or In the Dark, like the little Spike monologue at the beginning from Angel. It would be those. The feel good.
And do you have a Drusilla impression?
Miss Edith speaks out of 10. She's a bad example. We'll have no cakes today.
Yeah, you nailed it. Awesome. And what tattoo would you get?
Ooh, probably something from Hush, like one of the little drawings. I think I would enjoy that. Like the Buffy will patrol. I don't know if it would have the words, just the little drawing.
Hi, my name is Gio.
Hi, Jill. Thank you so much for being here. Gio.
Sorry. Yeah.
Gio, I know it's my fault. And what would you say is Buffy means to you?
My mom originally got me into Buffy. She was up here a little bit ago. She's loved it since she was like 12, as she said. She has all the CDs, everything that you could possibly have, she has. And she introduced it to me when I was in like 5th grade, and I've watched it like 3 or 4 times. And I've only seen Angel once, but I really want to rewatch it because it's super good. I just really enjoy watching it.
Oh, that's so nice that you guys can watch together and share that together too. I mean, that's really special.
You're seeing that more and more now.
Yeah.
It's like generational, sharing it with your kid. Yeah, it's great.
Again, making me feel old.
Yeah, I know.
Is there an episode? You're making me feel old. I am 100, 200 years old or something. So if you had to have a tattoo or, don't get a tattoo necessarily until you're of age to make that decision and then get as many as you want. But what would it be?
I was thinking like the angel logo.
Oh, that'd be
That
cool.
one, yeah, I would want that when I'm older, obviously.
That's great. And do you remember any dialogue from the show that you like particularly?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's okay. And what about Drusilla? Do you have a Drusilla impression or a
I'm
Drusilla?
so bad at that.
You're like, no. Okay, I'm not making you do it, Gio. No pressure. Thank you so much. It's been
Thank you.
amazing that you came up here. I love it so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
I watched it. Now that I think about it, I probably watched it illegally. My sister watched it when it aired, and then we watched it on some internet site where it was this tiny little square. You couldn't even blow it up full screen. So I watched Buffy illegally and fell in love with it. I made my wife watch it. And so she watched it for the first time ever, and she was like 44 now? Yeah, she loves it. Favorite episode, I mean, everybody said all the good with anything with Cordelia in it. Team Cordelia. I love Cordelia. I have not watched all of Angel yet. So I've watched like Pilea.
Be nice, everyone. Be nice.
I've watched a couple. I watched the one where Amy Acker gets killed by Ilaria, and that tore me apart, even though I don't even know her character. But I was like, this is stupid.
What would you get as a tattoo?
Oh, a tattoo. I would probably get What's Your Childhood Trauma.
That's a good one. Cordy.
Cordy's she's my girl.
Yeah, she's got
I
the
should
quippy.
have known I was a lesbian back then. She's major crush. Also Drew. Drew's my girl too.
Well, hopefully not.
Oh my
you don't.
gosh.
It seems like you don't in real life go for the cray cray, so that's good.
No, but here's the thing with Drew. Like, I think I resonate with Drew a lot because I've been through a lot of trauma too.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's something that's not talked about with Drew. We talk about all the time, like, oh my gosh, she's crazy. But like, I would love a spinoff of Drew's story. Like, trauma is what changed her.
It is what changed her.
And
Absolutely.
it's like, and that's
why
totally
what
true.
I was talking about, the logic, like to me, it all made
Yeah.
sense. It was trackable in terms of what happened to her. And
Yeah.
what was,
Like she
how
was just a
forged.
normal girl before.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
you know,
she had
like,
visions, but she was normal. other than that.
That's still normal. She's fine.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. That's incredible. Do you have a Drusilla quote or impression?
No, I love
a Cordy impression.
Oh, I wish. I love
you
all of the lines though, but I do love the line of when Drew sees the little boy, or is it a boy or a girl in the playground at night, and was like what would your mommy think when she sees you? So that was cool.
Cordy has one of my favorite lines of all time. I hate my entire life.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Yes, I love Cordy.
So do you want to hand the mic next down?
Hi, I'm Gary.
Hi,
and
Gary.
Juliet, we saw each other at Hellmouth Con.
We did, and it was
Yeah.
so much fun. It was at Sunnydale High, that location.
Yes,
It
indeed.
was so much fun. It's great to see you here again.
Yeah.
We have to stop meeting like this, or we must not stop meeting like this.
Exactly. And I'm from Pittsburgh, but currently living in Phoenix, Arizona. So I went from the dry heat to this.
Right.
And as far as what the show has meant to me, when I started watching Buffy back, say, beginning of season 6, I was going through a rough spot. I was recently diagnosed with a chronic illness, and the lesson of Buffy is surviving high school and that related experience. I learned more from the lessons of Angel, which is you got to keep fighting. Especially in that last episode. The idea is keep fighting.
Yes.
And my favorite episode of Buffy, at the moment, it's New Moon Rising, which had Oz return after a while. You have Riley put a face on the supernatural by freeing him from the initiative, and you also have that heartbreaking moment where he realizes that Willow and Tara are together.
Right.
And as far as a tattoo, I'll reference one of my favorite episodes of Angel, which is Dead End. I think I wouldn't get a quote exactly, but I'd have like a dotted line around my right wrist and put evil with an exclamation point.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And do you have a Drusilla quote?
Spike.
Everyone's doing so great. All right. Hi, my name is Melissa. Hi, Melissa, and I love your Drusilla outfit. Is beautiful. So what would be? What does Buffy mean to you? Well, Buffy means a lot to me. I started watching it when I was probably about 13, 14. So that's the age where you're changing, you're transitioning. One of my favorite episodes is the actual one when Halloween starts. And you come out and you're on, I think, with Angel, and you're having a conversation with him. And I believe it's like Buffy sees you and you're talking to him, and she gets really upset and she wants to be you. And she's like, that's the type of girl I want to be. And I felt like that all my whole life, is that's the type of girl that I want to be. And I felt like that was resonated so much with me in my life, is that I want to be the type of girl that the guy wants. And I felt like I didn't have enough confidence in my life. So Buffy brought a lot of that to me. It was like my therapy session.
And you're so beautiful and articulate and amazing. So you need to know that.
And then, I got my husband watching the show.
Yes.
You met him earlier. Yeah. And it's our anniversary. So this was a gift to me.
It's so cool.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
And by the way, you guys are so cute together. And I know you're celebrating. It's what didn't you say it was 12 or 19? It's 18
years.
18 years. I thought it was 18. Yeah.
Hi, baby. I love you, David. My other David. Yeah. So, and then the tattoo I would get is 5x5, because every day in life you should be 5x5. I don't know. For me, I'm 5x5.
Hi, my name is Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
And I first watched Buffy from beginning to end after college with my mom at my sister's urging. So it was a bit of a family affair.
Oh, amazing.
But we were in a transitional liminal periods in our life. So seeing the ways in which the characters give so many examples of strength and living in the gray and reinventing themselves and finding their strength over and over and over again in different ways, which is so powerful. And it's a lesson that I carry with me always.
Oh, that's amazing. It's incredible. And if you had to choose a line for a tattoo, what would it be?
So this is a bit of a flip of what the line means in context, but I think the line, I will walk through the fire, on its own is just very powerful. You don't have to let it burn you. My favorite episode is the next question. I would have to say is Lies My Parents Told Me. So that is the episode where Spike is triggered by the song Early One Morning, just as the sun was rising. And I mean, talk about therapy, right? He has to go back and recount what is the story that he's telling himself that is subconsciously making him not who he wants to be. And how can he retell himself that story to be who he was always meant to be? There was a lawyer. I also love the Wolfram and Hart things at the end. Though I'm a public interest lawyer, I don't represent demons.
You have a beautiful voice, by the way.
Thank
Just
you.
gorgeous. Are you a singer?
Yes.
Oh, gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. So I'm just, because they've now told me I have 5 minutes and I want to get to everybody. So what's your name?
Hi, I'm Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. What does Buffy mean to you? Buffy and Angel.
Buffy, especially, I mean, my favorite episode would probably be The Body because of the transition with Buffy. I mean, it meant a lot to me because I had a lot of changes going on at the time. So watching Buffy lose her mom, and she had to take care of her sister, and being the oldest sibling and her getting a job, and she's trying to support everybody, seeing her do that and still being the Slayer, doing carrying all of it and still
carrying on.
Yeah. That definitely helped me a lot.
Oh, that's amazing. And if you had to have a tattoo, what do you think it would be?
So I actually do have one from when she's telling all the Slayers at the end that everyone around the world can be a Slayer. So I have, Are You Ready to Be Strong?
Oh, amazing. Yeah. That's great. And do you have a Drusilla impression?
I just love Spike.
I think that's been the winner today. Oh, thank you so much. We love doing that at Fanboy Expo. How much fun was that?
Yeah, that was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. And it really was so fun.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was funny because I think I said last week where we just were supposed to do 10, but we just had so much fun and everybody else was having so much fun. It's let's just keep going. We would have kept going unless we weren't physically thrown out of the building.
Security was waiting to escort us.
Yeah. Everyone was incredible with what they shared. It just, we could have gone on and on and on. And I was so touched and everything was just beautiful. And David, the promoter, runs such an amazing event.
Yeah, that was solid con.
Well, next week, join us for the pack. Oh.
That's like what a hyena does. They go that, they do, ah! Right?
They mock you.
They mock you.
I'll leave that to you, Frank.
Ah! Oh, there it is.
That was really good.
See you next week when we'll do it again. Do it again. And most importantly, until next time, go out and slay it.